So everybody doing okay? We're gonna go in a second, start talking about these things. Let me stop the music real quick. Guys, we're gonna be talking today about a bunch of things, so please sit tight while we start the live stream. Trust me, you're gonna appreciate today's video. Lisa, you doing okay?
Sí, señor.
Sí, señor. Thank you. Okay, I think I got everything where I needed it. Let me make sure I got this. You guys here. And let's start doing this live scene. Window capture. Phone number. Perfect. That's the phone number. That's our flag. Label. Let me make sure that the phone is working.
Diesel.
So how are we doing today, people?
I don't know. I guess Diesel can't talk.
Oh, okay. He's in a phone call right now.
Oh. I thought he was like hanging 10.
Oh, you're funny, yeah.
That's what I thought. No, it's not that I'm funny. It's just this goes slow. So I don't like this camera, but I'm not going to be a brat about it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. 100%. You have no idea.
But this camera makes me look very chunky.
No, you know, it looks, which camera are you using? The webcam?
The camera, yeah, the camera that I had before, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good. So we're gonna be in a second, guys, talking about this. You guys, we're just setting up the stream right now, making sure that we bring the panel hosts and hostess to the stream. So give us a couple of minutes, guys. Meanwhile, just listen to that music, okay? We got this covered for you guys. Thank you so much for your patience.
All right, I'm here, damn it, I'm here.
What's going on, brother?
What's happening? It's about time. It's about time.
Why do you look like an X-Men?
It's the camera.
Which X-Men? Which X-Men? Wait, I do look orange for real?
A little bit, yeah, but we fixed it on the words.
I can't tell. It doesn't look like it on my screen.
Hey. I'm playing with your insecurities.
No, I wouldn't care if I looked orange. I just care about not looking fat. I would rather be orange than Miss Piggy.
What if you are Miss Piggy, though?
I am not.
Yeah, I just said what if. I said what if.
I promise you I'm not.
I'm playing in the realm of what ifs.
Okay. Well, I can still pick up dudes. Dudes are still blowing up my phone, so.
If you're picking them up, they must be really small because you have no muscle.
I do.
Hey. How
I'm
was
not
your work?
going. I'm not going to squeeze because work was fine. Work was fine.
Today was the day that I did all this schoolwork and just getting back into the thinking pattern of being a college student is just
Let me know when you get to history class. I can help you.
ridiculous, man. Like they ask you to talk about yourself, and I'm like, hi, I've done stuff that this professor probably has never dreamed of doing.
That's what they're expecting you to do.
He's cleaned out like a crawl space before.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's what they expect me to do?
They want
Just
yeah, they want you to open up. You know, these instructors being on dealing. They know you're military. You know.
So they want me to say I got. I mean, you should see the first thing I wrote.
Yeah, they just want you to introduce yourself to the class. You know, I mean, school serves so many purposes, man. So many purposes, and you're gonna love it. Trust me.
The other one is on like a science in today's whatever. I think it's science in today.
Okay.
That one is kind of it had me going like my head started to hurt because it got correlations different from causal.
Yeah.
Correlation different from causal. Causal. Am I saying that right? Yeah. Pretty much correlations are like,
Yeah. Lisa, I cannot get your green screen. Can you turn on the lights from the light ring?
Yeah, your green screen looks kind of great. Is this light over here on the left hand bothering you?
No, you're good. For some reason, Lisa, I cannot get you. 1 second. Let me see if I do blue.
I put my chair in where I marked it yesterday.
Custom. 1 second.
It's user error. He's messing up. It's user error, Lisa. Don't. But it's a lot of thinking and a lot of like. Well, think it this way. Think it. You know what I mean? Like instead of being told what to do.
Yeah.
It's like be a free thinker. I'm like, I don't know. I'm used to getting like a mission plan and like, all right, this is our mission. We got to kill this guy. We don't care how you're going to get it. Write it up in 5-page op order or 5-paragraph op
You ain't
order.
never killed nobody.
Okay, Lisa.
You ain't never killed nobody.
Lisa, I cannot get your green screen.
You're right.
At all.
I never did that, Lisa.
What am I supposed to do? I didn't move.
That's okay. I'm trying my best. Let me change you a little bit.
Should I put my cell phone back on?
No.
Oh, what is this? A camera?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I like it. It's pretty good.
I don't like it. It makes me look fat.
That's what I like.
You lucky I was raised right.
Green. Contrast.
Should I turn off the room light or dim it? It has a dimmer.
Turn it off if you can.
Okay. Ow.
Oh, come over here, boy.
People, you guys have no idea the trouble that we go for this. The trouble. Nothing.
No.
Not really. Window capture.
I didn't move this, and then I put the chair where I marked it last night.
Yeah, that's
The
okay.
only thing that's different is the camera.
That's okay. I cannot identify the green color that you have behind you. That's it. But I'm trying to.
You want me to try blue?
Can you do that? Yeah, please.
Oh man, now Diesel's gonna find out. He's gonna say that I'm not black because I don't have a butt.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Do blue. Is that a new chair? Yeah, that's a new chair. That's not the chair she has the other day.
No, she had a ottoman. She was sitting on an ottoman.
She was sitting in some kind of pet or something.
It was a little white chia pet.
And guys, again, we are getting there. We're just setting up a couple things on this stream. It's gonna take us a couple of minutes, guys. Please stay with us. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for waiting for us, guys. Oh, perfect. Blue. Blue is the color. Please, Lisa, sit down.
I should have my cousin joining. She's a therapist, a certified therapist.
Oh, good. Very good.
She should be coming into the chat. Either that or she's probably tired.
What about now?
I'm trying to get you there. 1 second.
Ugh. I can look at myself and tell that I look weird.
Don't worry. I'm fixing it right now.
Right.
Like a diamond.
Do you have the orange lights into the light thing, or is true? It's only white on your ring ring
No,
light.
I have it. You want me to change it?
Are they orange or white?
I have no, right. What's on right now is white. I didn't change them. Because you said the lighting was just fine.
You look, for some reason you look orange.
The camera.
It must be the camera then. Although I did not look orange when I was testing to make sure that I had the right thing. It's only now I look orange. Dang, I look orange.
It's good. It gives me enough time to do my work.
Yeah, but we're like
I don't want
late.
to be late for the viewers. You know, that's just.
Yeah, we can go on. We can go on and just capture her background. We've done it without her green screen. It should be good now. Come on.
No, I look super orange. I look like that Alyssa Milano picture you played the other
Yeah, you look
day.
orange on your light.
Okay, so
And you're 100% sure that you didn't, that you don't have the
Go.
the what?
Close my door. Close the door.
I'm just gonna have you to sit there, Lisa, and then I'm gonna get you the way you are right now, okay? And then I'm gonna change a couple things.
All right, so tomorrow you're just gonna drop me off at Frank or Hayden, and I'm gonna Uber back.
Color correction. I'm gonna do a little bit of color correction. Stay where you are.
On the way to where you gotta go.
Yeah, so when I looked at it earlier, it wasn't orange. What happened?
Yeah, you look very orange. And it's the camera that you're using. But I think I got your picture somehow.
Hold on. What if it's like a connectivity issue?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. Just look at me. Look at the camera. Okay, stay right there. Perfect. Stay right there. I just need to do. I changed some colors a little bit. Okay. So.
Here I was all proud of myself.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna leave you like that. You have some color. We need to troubleshoot that your camera later. Be the capture device. Working on mine right now. Done. Perfect. So, yeah, we are live, guys, right now. You might be able to see your picture online. So let's start this thing right here. Sarita Ramirez, you are correct. It could be something that she might be wearing. Okay, so I think it's the contrast between, since you know a lot about this, could be the contrast between her clothes and her skin. But throughout the video, I'm gonna fix this to make sure that she gets a more professional look. You know, we all help each other. But right now, we're gonna start this show, guys. We're ready. Let's go.
Yay.
What's going on? What's going on? Guys, we are here for you. And today we're going to be talking about a bunch of things. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. And guys, thank you so much for your support, guys. Today, the main topic of the channel, it's one that is you know, all over the media on the Fort Hood news, and it's the missing American soldier Vanessa Guillen out of Fort Hood, Texas. Power First Class Vanessa Guillen. So hopefully we get to go through this show right here, guys. We can talk about what's going on. But before we start with anything, let me introduce to you guys the hosts of the show. You can see over there Lisa Escobedo and hello Lisa and Mark Letran. So guys, how are we doing today?
Well, Orange, you glad I'm here today?
Okay, all right, guys. All right, you know what? There has to be a limit. There has to be a limit of dad jokes on this podcast.
Wow.
Especially coming from a non-dad. You know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous.
Well, I had to like mention that something's wrong with the color. So I had to mention it. Yes. I came to work as Donald Trump today.
You did not.
A Cheeto? Nacho Doritos. I'm a bag of Nacho Doritos.
Anyway, guys, I'm doing well. Diesel's doing well. You know, another day. I started my college. Back to my college escapades. I've been in the search of a degree for the last probably 15 years, off and on.
Okay.
But this time I'm gonna finish it. I'm going to Excelsior
College. That is correct. Yes.
I do subscribe to it. I think everyone should definitely look up. We're not sponsored by the college, but for people like us that have many children, you know, military experience, you know, we don't have a lot of time in our hands. You know, Excelsior is definitely the good move. and it's definitely busting my head right now. All right.
How about you, Lisa?
I already went. Nothing's going on with me. I worked hard today. I'm a little bit tired and still going through the move. Room is very much in disarray.
Okay, okay. I can tell you that today, I went to work, and then, since the beginning of the morning, I've been thinking about this situation that we're going through, that this family is going through in Texas when it comes to the disappearance of this young young soldier, and it just breaks my heart just to Guillen, or you say Guillen or Gwen, Sarita, because if I read that in Spanish, would be Guillen. So Lisa about to dance. What's going on? Lisa, can you bring down your light a little bit dimmer? It's too bright. Yeah, just do your thing. Just remember that you're live, so we don't want to give our viewers a heart attack. So
sorry, guys.
That's my joke for the day. So
that's it.
That's it.
More?
No, sit down. Let me see. I want to know what is messing up over there. It can't be the camera, man.
The camera was a gift from someone. Maybe that person didn't care about me that much.
Yeah, he should. Instead of that, he should buy you like a decent one.
I know, right?
Is Sean on the live stream? Sean, if you're on the live stream, we gotta tell you something. The camera was a gift.
Sean, what was it, man? Was she finished a rep or something like that? What was it?
It was a gift from like
good
a year ago or something like that. Why is this like that?
That's it. We got you. No worries. They're other. Okay, we're going with the video, and we're gonna work on it.
I want to know. Can y'all hear that stuff in the background?
Yes.
Did I do that?
All right, hold on. Let me mute this.
So let me start. I know there's a bunch of things that that I'm gonna talk about, guys, right now, and some of you guys maybe right now, might be questioning the events that lead to us sitting right here today and talking about this incident, guys. And but it's gonna be eye opening to some of you guys, okay? And then I'm just gonna talk it the way it is, guys. Some of you guys might be asking right now how a soldier can be lost or placed missing in Fort Hood, Texas. Okay, and let me tell you, some of you guys that never been to Fort Hood, or Fort Hood is a huge organization. Fort Hood has a tremendous big amount of soldiers assigned to that base. Diesel, can you check for me how many soldiers are assigned to that base in Fort Hood, please? The one thing that I got to tell you guys is and I'm gonna give you some perspectives to you guys, is every company is composed of one company commander, one first sergeant, and then you got 3 or 4 platoons, okay? For a total of no more than 100 to 150 people, okay? And that's across the board. So if the total of soldiers in Fort Hood, if the total numbers of Fort Hood soldiers comes to be, 65,000 soldiers, okay? Nearly 65,000 soldiers in Fort Hood. We're talking about probably hundreds of different companies, okay? Or these are rather posted 45,414 as right now, okay? Maximum capacity 65,000. So when we look into this, and we have somebody who disappeared from the installation, we have one company, okay, of about 100 people that is in charge of dealing with these kind of cases. Not the MPs, but now we're talking about CID. Hey, Olga, Gael, Ola, or Hola, So we're talking about 100 people in this CID company, who's trying to search for this individual, for Vanessa Guillen. And it's very hard, because Texas is huge. There's also a big problem in Texas with human trafficking, which this that's the part that breaks my heart, because the family could be thinking, the family could be thinking she could be hostage right now. She could be, dead. She could be, maybe she could be injured. There's so many things that will come to this family's minds that it's just I can't even begin to comprehend, man. This is crazy. So, but I'm gonna focus on the soldier part and how I believe the company, how I believe the battalion, the brigade, and the division. And when I say the division, I'm not talking about the whole Fort Hood. We haven't get year to core and the installation. I'm talking about their immediate first line leadership, okay? All the way from her supervisor to that brigade where she was assigned, maybe the division, okay? So the first thing that I heard when I was reading on the news about this individual is that she claimed in multiple occasions, she talked about sexual harassment, okay? So when I was in the military, active duty, one of the things that I deal with was helping soldiers that went through these kind of events, okay? If you come to me,
you counseled them.
I did not counsel them, but I was like a handler. So based on the years of experience that I have, I was able to guide these individuals through their steps so they can get the proper help that they need, while at the same time having somebody who they can trust. Not more a little bit more like a confident, kind of type of individual. Is just somebody that the military provides. They give you your time so you can handle those cases, and you can take the individuals either to the chaplain, if they need to go to the hospital to do for a safe kit, if they need to see the authorities, if they need to go off post and involve the sheriff. So many different options that they have, and I was there to provide services to those soldiers. Okay. So on her case, I keep thinking about the company, the battalion, the brigade, and the division, and it just don't I don't comprehend what's going on. This soldier, she's been missing since April, and I'm gonna go now as a soldier. I'm gonna go through the things that I think that are missing here that people don't want to see. Okay. But the first thing that we knew about, or maybe people are hiding the truth, because the one thing that we know about her is that she disappeared after a day. She was working on the arms room. That's where the military keep their weapons locked. It's like a safe. It's like a vault. Okay. You need to have an access combination to that door. You need to, after you open that door, you have to call the MP station to make sure, or the people who are monitoring the security for that room, enable for you to get access to that room. You can have up to 4 people there. Only, and this is why I say that she was a good soldier. Only the top-notch soldiers, the best of the best, most of the times get this assignment. Because they know you can be trusted with ammunition. You can be trusted with weapons. You can be trusted with accountability. You can be trusted with the commander's well-being. Because if something happened in this arms room, the commanders is the one who's going to have the repercussions. But anyway, and I haven't started yet, guys. And this is what I'm thinking, guys. So as I see the news all over, Army Times, X, Y, and Z, I don't even know why the top commander, Secretary of the Army and the Sergeant Major of the Army, why they're not there in Fort Hood right now. I don't know if they're there, but they should be there right now, searching for this female, searching for this soldier. So the first thing that we know is that She was in Armstrong in this room, and somehow she went out of the Armstrong. Inside the Armstrong, they find out her room keys, okay, her CAC, which is the military identification card. Without that card, you cannot enter the base. You cannot get food at the DFAC. You cannot go to the PX and buy anything. You cannot go to the gas station, get gas, because you got to show your ID card. Make sure that they check that you are assigned to that base, Her driver's license was in that room. So she left that day out of the Armstrong because she was, that's what the commander says. She was in the Armstrong, but she has no CAC card, no keys, no money. Her debit card was there, her car keys. So 100% we know at that point that, as soon as the next person came to the Armstrong and then they find all these things on the Armstrong, the first thing that person needs to do is let's call the commander, or let's call this soldier supervisor where she's at, because I got all her stuff right here. The ID card is an accountable item. So if you misplace your ID card, you can get in trouble for that, But no, nobody worry about. Let's check her ID card. Let's check where she's at. Let's try to figure it out. Nothing. Okay. So, and this is what pisses me off is that as I see this event, I think somebody's covering for somebody big time, because in the military, if you show late to formation for 5 minutes, you're in trouble. If you don't show on the correct uniform, which she was missing part of her uniform, her ID card, you're in trouble. If you, we have staff duty, which in this case she was living on the barracks. You should have a staff duty NCO and another soldier, making sure every day that every soldier that lives in those barracks, they go to sleep in those barracks, And then at the next day, as soon as you wake up, and I'm telling you because I went through it like hundreds of times, if one of my soldiers don't show up to formation, I am going to be blowing your phone until you answer the phone. Yes, it's a practice that we do in the military. We're going to be on your phone until you answer. And if you don't answer like we used to have PT formation or physical training formation at 6:30. If you don't answer to that phone at 6:30, at 6:35, after I give the report to my commander, I am sending people to your room to make sure that you're okay, to make sure that you're not hurt, that you're not dead, that you're not AWOL. That's the one day. So, but this company, this brigade, this battalion, this division, they somehow looks like, based on the information that I have, allegedly, they failed to do all these checks. Okay? That's why I'm saying they're covering up for somebody. Okay? So, we have all these things. First, we have all her personal property at the Armstrong. Nobody know where she's at. Then we have staff duty. Nobody check on staff duty. At the following day, she's missing. Where is her chain of command? Who is the NCO who was in charge of this soldier right here? Where is the investigation going? So a female soldier goes missing on Fort Hood. Okay, a place where constantly, this place is being ransacked by the drug cartels. There's people from the cartel drive the streets picking up women and get them into sex trafficking. Okay. And nobody seems to, it's been how long it's been since this started right here, So nobody cares about it, So the first thing I gotta ask, the key control people at the battalion or the division, at the company, they messed up, okay? Key control, the Armstrong, who control the keys? Because you gotta sign them out and sign it back in. Where are the logs for the key control for the Armstrong? Who signed those keys out and who signs the keys back in? Who gave her access to the Armstrong? Who allowed her to leave the Armstrong? That's what I'm talking about. 24-hour staff duty, okay? 24-hour staff duty. Who was checking the barracks? Did somebody check the barracks? Did somebody went to her door, knock on the door to make sure she was there, she was alive, she was okay? Her supervisor, not just her first-line supervisor, but her first-line supervisor, her platoon sergeant, her platoon leader, her company commander, her first sergeant. And the list goes on. Sergeant majors, brigade commanders, You call it. Everybody who was working that same day, are they being interviewed? Are we gonna get some clarification on what's going on? Okay. I mean, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that likes to blame CID because I mean, again, they're dealing with a lot of people, but I don't think that they're doing their due diligence when it comes to this case. I just think that I mean they dropped the ball, and then I think that Fort Hood is covering something. Somebody's neck failed to do the proper checks on the right time, and they're trying to cover somebody's neck. And I'm talking about top brass. I'm talking about all the way to from the first line supervisor to the post commander and post sergeant major. You know, I think there's some shady stuff are happening. They're covering their tracks, they're covering their assets, and guess what? The military. Oh no, what the military tell the families based on what I've read online is like, oh, we have no comments. We don't. They found somebody's body yesterday and dead, and they cannot put the links, the pieces together. I think that I mean the Fort Hood installation as a whole, they need to be inspected by the inspector general because I mean this is one to life too many, you know. And I just wanted to bring this. I know maybe some of you guys don't care about this, but I mean it's a woman, you know. Damn it. Jesus Christ. So, and that's where we are, Lisa, right now, with the missing soldier. So, now I'm gonna talk to you ladies out there. Let me talk to you ladies out there, because I know there's a lot of ladies out there who are watching this right here. Okay, and let me tell you something. Okay, the other day, you know, as you know, I'm pro, ladies. Yeah, I like to, make sure that you guys are doing the right thing. You guys are not, being taken advantage, and like on the chat when I see people talking. And the one thing I got to tell you is that this is what I think. I think that some psycho was stressing over this soldier. This is just my opinion, my own opinion. Some psycho was stressing about this young soldier. Bully her. Harass her. She claimed twice to be harassed by somebody. She never gave the name. Could be that individual. And guess what happened? I mean, two signs is too many signs when you see somebody crazy trying to mess with you. And I'm telling you, ladies out there, if you're watching this, if you see the signs, don't wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow might be too late, okay? Because I'm saying this, man. Some ladies getting into these toxic relationships, they think they can handle that situation. They think they can change people. They think they can manage and then be their savior. But guess what? You're not God. And for the ones of you that don't believe in God, you're not God. So that should be like right there. There's so many people in this planet that the last thing that you need to be looking for in a relationship will be something like this. Psycho people. So ladies, stay away from psycho people. The reason why I'm saying this, Lisa, is because, and I'm very pissed, because I just before I came here, I read some news that some other dude who was infatuated with this lady, like, going crazy for her. They found his body where they went after him to question him, and he committed suicide right in front of the police. So more than likely, I know that this motherfucker just killed this lady. I
didn't hear that part of the story yet. Is that new information?
It's just new information. That's aside from what I was bringing today. Like as I'm logging this, as I was logging today, I saw that and I was like, Jesus Christ, And then there's another report that they're claiming that they found her remains, like her body. Oh, jeez, I don't know. It's like July. It's been like 2 months. And these families asking for answers for so long. So, ladies, again, let me see. Under the sound of my voice, guys. Okay, if you trying to date somebody and this somebody kind of a psycho, find somebody else. Okay, don't try to change nobody. You're not Superwoman. You're not Superman. Okay, you're not God. You're not the mother. You're not the sister. Just do this with that dude, okay? Or girl, if you're into women, I don't matter to me. Uh, toxic relationship, toxic relationship will never give you anything good. So hopefully, I put my sense out there. Lisa, what you wanna tell ladies, give you some advice on toxic relationships?
I don't have any advice other than just say no to them, move away from them, everything that Ricky said. And Ricky, you're not funny.
All right, guys, that's it for this today. Goodbye. I'm joking. I'm just saying. You're the girl that you dated Israel and what's the other guy? That was
Kenya.
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 Yeah, so they were like bad guys. So, but she's.
They were not bad guys.
Oh, they were
I
so
am
bad
friends
guys.
with both of my ex-husbands.
That's why you're single now. If they weren't that good, that's why you're single now. So anyway.
No, they weren't good husbands, but they're not bad people.
Okay. You say they weren't good. Go what?
They weren't good husbands, but they're not bad people.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, you either that. I mean, you can tell that to yourself, people. You'd be like, no, he's my friend. We just got divorced. He used to beat me. He used to come home drunk. He's not a good husband.
None of that. They're not like any of that. Their problems is that they were not.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
They weren't.
Oh, they weren't mature enough,
but
they're great friends. Get the fuck out.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, so this is the recap on my process, my thought process. I really believe that this lady just went through some difficult last minute of her life with some psycho, and then that shit just drive me it's insane. That's nasty. So now, guys, let's go with the show. Let's talk about something else. Okay. I'm not sure if I should say my condolences to the family, but my prayers goes to their families of Vanessa, PFC, Vanessa, Guillen. So.
Was she a PV2 before?
PFC, Private First Class. She was a good soldier, man. She was arms custodian.
Before?
No, she was a PFC.
So she'll be posthumous, whatever. I don't know how to say the word.
Promoted to E4? Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah.
So to specialist Vanessa, I did, like I said, sorry guys, I had a guest in the house. You know how it go. I had to go greet my guests. I had to go ahead and they'll be leaving for the weekend. 4th of July is coming up. Be safe.
I just got an update on her case. I'm gonna forward it to you.
Yeah,
no, go ahead. If you have it, you want to read it out of your thing, you can go ahead and do your thing.
So apparently, whoever the perpetrator or perpetrators were mixed and poured wet cement on her body to hide her.
Oh, so it was confirmed that those are her body parts?
Apparently.
Wet cement? What kind of fucking psycho does that?
It must be passion, man. I don't know where you guys left the conversation at, but there's certain certain things we can see patterns, especially as an investigator. You guys know, with knives, when people use knives to kill somebody, it's more passionate, it's more intimate than it is with a weapon, with a gun, because you have to get up close and personal. The fact that there was a movie. I believe there was a movie called I forgot the name of the movie, but he used it. He knocked out his friend's girlfriend. I think who was in this movie? It was Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg was in this movie, and they were smuggling a priceless painting or something like that. I don't know if this rings any bells, but anyways, he hit his best friend's wife. She got knocked out. He thought she was dead. He rolled her up in a rug, and then tried to pour cement over her. And because he was part of a construction site, he was a manager of a construction site. He put her in a little wall and then pour cement over her and try to bury her alive. He didn't know she was alive, but she ended up being alive.
It's like that movie Step Brothers.
Lisa, so there's a wall behind you. I need you to face it. I need you to face the wall. You're being put on timeout. But what I'm saying is, so somebody go to that degree of purchasing the cement, okay, getting a site, digging it, doing all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? They must know this person. They must have planned this out. So I know she was being sexually harassed by a leader. I don't know if it's a he or she, but it was a leader in her organization, and maybe she was going to leak it. Maybe she was going to come out and tell that leader's wife or husband what was going on. And then they decided to say, you know what, I'm going to get rid of her. When you look at most of the cases in the DB, I'm not going to mention the DB is the disciplinary barracks. United States Disciplinary Barracks in Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. When you look at most of the cases and people murder their mistress, it's because of passion. They're trying to keep the family they have, and they go ahead and murder these people to try to keep what they have. So I would definitely investigate the all the leadership, because someone knows something. She wasn't a ugly person. Someone knows something. Her best friend knows something. Her best friend definitely knows something. Not her leader. Her leader knows something, probably, most likely. But then her leader's friend knows something. The first sergeant knows. The commander knows. Commander might not, because he's a little kept out the loop. But the first sergeant will know. So it's definitely somebody burying somebody and using cement. I'm saying this is personal, and we know who the killer is. We just haven't named him or her yet. I'm sorry, I went on my spill.
Yeah, looks like the name of that guy that looks like the police went to they went to intervene with Aaron Robinson. That's the name of the bastard who's.
Can we pull him up?
Yeah, and they don't show on Facebook or nothing.
Is he her superior?
We don't know yet. So it's Aaron Robinson. The name out of the suspects, Aaron Robinson is the one that when he was sought out by the police to be interviewed, he committed suicide by shooting himself on the head. Now this is the thing. What I'm saying is, hopefully, this incident didn't took place on base, because on base, as a single soldier, okay, you are not supposed to have a weapon in your room. If you have a weapon, you have to have it in the arms room. Which, I don't know.
That's correct.
But looks like this guy, well, looks like on the scene, based on what Lisa sent me, the person who committed this, they make like a hole on the ground next to a river, and they have bags, they have lime, they have shovels. I mean, somebody went. They went to Home Depot, man.
Yep.
They got concrete, and then they dropped the body, and then they poured the concrete on top of her. So, oh shit, man. And then they haven't identified the body yet. It could take weeks because of the the cement.
Condition.
So, the condition, yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for allowing me to vent a little bit. I know I don't do that as much as we like, but I got a couple of things that you guys sent me online today. I know that some people send me Joe Biden stuff. I think Lisa, you sent me something else. We have a very interesting afternoon talking about things. So let me bring the first one here. Lisa, this is from you. You sent me this today. Let's see if we can listen to this.
Oh, I sent that. Yeah. That's in Fayetteville. So since you guys are both, Army, and Fort Bragg's there, maybe you guys have crossed paths in Fort Bragg. I don't know.
Okay.
So I thought this was really interesting.
Let's go.
All right, you got me? All right. My name's Ronnie Long. I'm out here at the market house today, and I am pure disgusted, ashamed of the town that I live in. You are pathetic. You are sorry. And this town is nothing but a piece of fucking shit. Scan around here and look at the destruction that was caused several weeks ago. Over here.
So what's this topic?
To see all this and to know what the mayor, the police,
So there were,
everybody
you
in the
know,
city council has done and showed
Hold on,
us
riot or protesters gone awry.
It shows us that one, you are useless.
And this guy is talking. Just you have to listen to it.
Suck my dick. And as far as I'm concerned, it's like when you raise a kid. If a kid acts up, you tear their ass up. You let them know it's wrong. But instead, shine it around the market house. You reward people for destroying other people's lives that had nothing to do with the cause of what happened with George Floyd. Unfortunately, the man's dead, and to be honest with you, I'm glad he's dead. But it had nothing to do with North Carolina. And as far as I'm concerned, this town is a piece of shit. And all I'm gonna say is this: the South will rise, and we will win. So you can paint Black Lives Matter all you want on the streets, on the signs, whatever. But just remember, you will never outbeat us or outdo us. Peace.
What the heck was that? You guys got to hear the whole thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he started off on such a agreeable note. You know, he was very upset because of the protesters and the rioters and everything. Like, they caused all this property damage, and
This
you know,
piece of shit.
them being from North Carolina, they feel very far removed from the situation that happened in Minnesota. And then, so Diesel, have you been to Fayetteville?
Yeah.
No,
I know you
I have not been. I have not
okay.
been to Fayetteville.
So that marketplace is actually from slavery time. It's where they sold slaves. That's what was there. So that's what the marketplace was. So he was, in other words, I was agreeing with him until he was like, yeah, and I'm glad he's dead. I mean, he's wearing a crucifix. Like, you can't be a Christian and be glad somebody's dead. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then he's like, the South will rise again. So I just kind of wanted to do something for you, Diesel, because we disagree all the time on the tearing down on stuff. And then here's a jerk-faced jerk that supports what you've been saying.
Good.
So I was doing you a solid.
You know what? Yeah.
Support you, man. Support you.
You know what? That's good, because I'm tired of getting double teamed by thing one and thing two. Okay. What I want to say is this racist piece of shit right here. Okay. He was making points. This is what I hate right now. He was making good points. And then he said, oh, I'm happy he died. I'm not happy that anybody dies. I'm not happy that people die in Iraq. I'm not. Death is not a fun thing. Okay. It is not a fun thing. It is not something to say, maybe I think that person should have died. Maybe I think that person, based off of my limited thinking pattern, that what he was doing was wrong and whatever, but he didn't know George Floyd. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. He didn't know George Floyd, and look at him. And this is what I'm talking about. We're all going to think he's a Republican. Black people are going to think he's a Republican and he's a KKK leader. I'm telling you right off bat.
Well, you don't know that he's a KKK leader.
I'm just saying what they are. I'm gonna tell you what they assume right now. Just looking at the guy, they're gonna say, "Oh, this man must be a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
This man must be KKK." And they're gonna put that together, and this is gonna add fuel to the Black Lives Matter, which is gonna keep us in that stupid segregation mindset. It's gonna keep us in the same mindset that we've been in for years, and then we're just gonna continue voting Democrat because of stupid people like this that want to post stuff when they shouldn't be posting stuff.
That's okay. We got. I mean, we got Shudiso. We got on the line right now from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Redrex Night. My bad. Redrex 981. Redrex.
Hi.
Oh, hey, Redrex. I'm already upset.
How you doing?
Pretty good, man.
How's it going?
Talk to us.
Good. Okay, I had seen that video earlier today, and in the context of what the guy had started talking about was he thought there was a lot of rioting. There was first couple of nights when everybody started rioting in all different cities, and the market house it was set on fire. They actually got that doggone building on fire that night. And all the local businesses around, they rioted, they broke the windows. And I mean, it had started out as a peaceful protest, and then it just turned into something totally the opposite. But so this guy on this video, he starts talking about that, and he's like, how do we allow for people to come and paint Black Lives Matter around the market house when they should be like, there should be people getting put in jail because of all the looting and rioting that happened around the market house, and of course because of the market house being set on fire. And but then he just goes completely off talking about George Floyd was killed, and he said he was glad that he got killed, and then he starts talking about the South shall rise again, and that's where it was like, what the heck is this guy talking about? He's just He says that no, it don't matter how many times they paint Black Lives Matters in all the different cities, that it's not going to stop their mindset of how they already are. The people with the mindset of the South shall rise again.
Look, man. I saw the video.
Pretty crazy.
You just summed up the whole video, but I want to know how you feel about the video, being from North Carolina.
Hey, my man, let me tell you something. I want you to go ahead. I mean, express yourself whatever way you want to express yourself. Okay, this is you got the mic. Okay.
Okay. Well, of course, it causes me anger, but at the same, I used to be in the military. That's why I'm in Fayetteville. It's next to Fort Bragg, one of the biggest military installations. Yeah, and when I got out of the Army, I started working locally. And being in the military, it's kind of like being in a bubble. You work with people from different races and different backgrounds and everything. But once you're out of that bubble and you're in a place like Fayetteville, that's when you start like learning how people actually are. Like it's crazy. Like I was the only other at the job that I worked at. Everybody else was Caucasian, and everybody else was native from here from Fayetteville. And funny enough, I've been living in Fayetteville for nearly 20 years. And
why?
Why you live?
Yeah, this guy.
Why?
You live in Hope Hills or something?
Why? That's a good question. But it's yeah, I bought a house here and I just stayed here, but raised my son. He went to a really good school here in Fayetteville, probably one of the best ones in North Carolina anyway, Jack Britt. And he joined the military because that's what he got surrounded around.
What's the other? You say other. What race is it?
Other. I was the only person, Hispanic or Black, that was in the place that I worked at.
Okay.
Everybody else was from here, from the country, except for me. I'm Puerto Rican, and
Boricua.
I kind of, yeah, exactly. You know, yeah, that's right. And but yeah, that video, it it makes it. I don't like it, and but that's how I saw at my first job because I don't work with that company no more. I don't associate with those people anymore. But that was their mindset. You know, when I first started working there, and we started going to other like houses or whatever to do some work. It was construction work, and they would joke around and say, "Oh, we hired a Puerto Rican because we couldn't afford a Mexican." You know, and that's their mindset here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's and to them it was all
now,
a joke.
see,
You know, and, well, I felt offended.
I would think it would be the other way
My brother-
around. That
my
joke
brother.
doesn't even make sense.
yeah, that don't make no sense. But see, racism don't make
I
no
would
sense.
tell them exactly. So I would tell them, why do y'all have what's that called, battleground reenactments when we know that the Yankees won?
That's what I'm talking about.
No,
Hey.
I really want to go to one. They look very interesting. I really want to go to one. And when I was up in Maryland, man, I wanted to go to one because they have them all the time because there's like a lot of battles that took place in Maryland. I want to go to one really bad.
My man,
it's like
let me ask you a question.
We know the outcome. Get over it. You know, we know
Let
they
me
lost, and that's
let me ask you a question.
Like
let me ask you a question, my man.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the statues being torn down of losers?
Well, they shouldn't be there. The ones like, you know, I don't even know how the Daughters of the Confederacy still exist.
Well, Joe Biden thinks that the Daughters of the Confederacy are very fine people.
First of all, nobody's talking to you, Lisa.
I am just saying Joe Biden says the Daughters of the Confederacy are very fine people.
I finally got somebody on my side. Let that man speak.
Yeah, but see, I don't follow Joe Biden because I'm gonna put this out there. I do not vote. More than likely, I will vote this year for the first time, just because I don't want Trump in office anymore. But,
so you're gonna vote for the racist lion Joe Biden?
I'll vote. You know, when they said "Make America Great Again," does it look great to you right now?
This is not Trump's doing, though. Trump doesn't have any control over what the state and local governments do.
He is the president.
But the president doesn't have control over what the state and local governments do.
Hey,
this is a state and local government issue.
First of all, Lisa,
Trump offered multiple times to go in and fix the problem, and they keep telling him no. And they keep telling him no because they want the chaos to continue so that the propaganda media can tell people it's Trump's fault. He cannot just go in and into a state and with forces and fix the place. It's a separation of powers. He doesn't have the power to do it. So it is not his fault. It is state and local government's fault.
First of all, I do not doubt you, man. If you want to vote for Biden, you vote for Biden for whatever cause you want to vote for. First and foremost, based off of talking to these two right here, this thing one and thing two, right? them people that they got me sandwiched in between, right? I've realized based off of facts, right, that I would suggest that you would reconsider, right? I would, like I said, I was raised Democrat. I was raised Democrat because that was the thing to do. I didn't know anything about it, and it was passed on from lineage to lineage. But now I'm in a nice point where I can actually break that tide and say, am I voting because I don't know what to do, or am I voting because I know what to do? Like, so now I'm looking at people based off of their merit, based off of what they're really going for. And I'm not saying Republicans are the greatest. I'm not saying they're the end all be all. I'm not saying Democrats are the end all be all. But I'm saying whatever that candidate is, if they're out there putting money in my pocket, and not just me, but my people.
Amen.
And when I say my people, I'm talking about black, I'm West Indian. I'm from Trinidad, so I'm not from here, right? But I have to put on the
Yeah.
census that I'm black, African American, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know
Yeah.
who I like the most? I love my Spanish people. I love my Hispanics, boy. I grew up in
Hell
New
yeah.
York,
Just do it.
Washington Heights. Me and the Hispanic, we go like what Goya and Rice. You know what I'm saying? We go together. I love Hispanic. I love my Spanish people. I love my Spanish people. I love my black people. I love, of course, my West Indian people because that's where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
if you're helping and putting money into our pockets, then I'm voting for you. But if you're taking money out of our pockets, because I think that we need to stand together as a people. When I say there's people, I can't really relate to white people. Although we got,
Mm-hmm.
people that I've been through combat with, you know what I'm saying? Those are brothers in arms. But, I can't really relate with them because they haven't gone through the same struggles that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Hispanic people, black people,
That's
West
right.
Indian
Yeah.
people that we have. We all going through the same people. And I think, just listen to me, I think that Trump, he got some good points, but he's a JA. He's a big eon.
Yeah.
Okay? He's a big eon. But if he's putting money in your pocket, cast your vote. If he's not, don't cast your vote. Go for Biden. That's what I think.
Hey, brother, let me add something to you right there. And then one of the things that I like to do on the channel is we like to give facts to people, and then I'm gonna give you one fact that counts against Donald Trump right now for his re-election. Okay, and this is the fact that
Okay.
4 million people, okay, are without health insurance right now in America. 4 million people, okay. There's over 360 million people in America. As I'm looking at the facts, that's the only fact that counts against him. Okay? If we're talking about jobs, he added in January 7 million jobs. If we're talking about earnings, in during the same month, they increased by 2.5. The median household income increased by 2. I mean, I'm gonna put a link on. I mean, so for you guys to see it on the chat, you guys can take a look at it. And it's the same thing, man. When I was raised as a young adult, my parents told me, hey, we're getting all these benefits from the government. You have to vote Democrat, because they're gonna continue giving you that, and you're gonna continue living that way for the rest of your life until I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work in a gas station,
Yeah.
making minimum wage, and one day I say, I cannot continue doing this. I am taking a job, making I was planning my incomes just so I can stay receiving those assistance from the government.
Benefit.
And one day I was like, man, this is not. I mean, what the heck I was doing? I was driving a 1991 Mazda Protege. There was like 7 owners before I got it. I was living in a house that I used to pay $250 a month. Making money for somebody else. And then guess what? My life changed. Joined the military. Boom. Check my page. That's all you have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Check my page. Check Diesel's page, man. Look at how Diesel doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's like he say, man. It's about who's gonna put money into your pocket. Who's gonna put money into your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He might be a jerk, but he's making you, your family, your people earn more money. He's making America great.
Whoa.
He's
I
making
don't want to
America
go off
great.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go off that making
And keep-
America great crap.
Oh, let me tell you something.
I'm not a
Let's
fascist.
listen to Lisa.
Well,
Like that.
if I was a leader, I would be, but I'm not the leader, so I am not a fascist. So I'm not for the slogans, the hats, the t-shirts, the rallies.
Yeah.
I'm not for any of that. To me, that's just so too much. But I mean, I'm not going to vote for Biden because he supports policies that work against me.
Yeah.
And he is openly racist about it. Like, you should play that clip that I sent you where he said that poor people can be just as bright as white people. I mean, what do you mean by that, Joe Biden? It's just,
true.
he is just
He did say
racist
that.
to the bone. And proud to be from a slave state, as he likes to say.
You're right, Lisa.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Lisa, you proud of?
this is the thing I want to say to you guys. This is coming from a plus 70-year-old man who is not as bright and viral as a young Barack Obama. You know, we're talking about somebody who everything that he speaks when you start talking and your mind just wander and you just keep talking, you say you really speak the truth, and that's exactly what's happening to him. And as soon as he debates Trump on those two debates, I'm telling you, it's over. And you know, I like to say, keep America great, you know. But I have something right here to change your mind. Well, not to change your mind, to give you another perspective, okay? So, Sean, I'm sorry. What is your name? I have your name right here. Red or X? We're gonna call you Red.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Listen to this.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's
Listen
fine.
to this girl right here.
You can call me Nestor. That's my actual name.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So let's talk about the double-edged sword of black-on-black violence. Now, this is going to be an earful for black people and white people, so y'all sit back and relax and buckle up. White people, I love y'all, but please stop coming into these comments talking about the black-on-black homicide numbers. I get it. It's certainly an issue, but it really does sound like a deflection when you say it. And it's not helping the issue at hand at all. Now, to the black community, if you walk into your house and you take your shoes off, then I'm expected to take my shoes off at the door. However, if you walk into your house and you keep your shoes on, but you yell at me for keeping my shoes on, then it shows that you really don't give a fuck about your floors. You just care about who's messing it up. You get what I'm saying? You can't have a double standard. If Black Lives Matter, then you have to lead by example and show that Black Lives Matter.
What's the comments on that, guys? We're talking about black on black crime. Is that sitting good with you guys? Okay, because we don't want to talk about it. We want to talk about let's not make America great again. Let's forget about Trump. Let's vote for Biden, the racist guy. But guess what? This Saturday, 6 kids got killed in Chicago. 6 kids. Where is Black Lives Matter? Where's Black Lives Matter?
Hey, Ray,
They're waiting for the next. They're waiting for the next guy to get shot by police before they open up their mouth.
Okay, Lisa, shut your mouth.
I mean, they killed. This is the
Shut
thing. This is
your
the thing.
damn mouth. Let the veterans talk.
They killed.
Oh my gosh.
They killed more people this week in Chicago than all the white cops have killed blacks within the last 10 years. Just let that sink.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Let that sink.
Go ahead, talk, Red.
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk.
Go ahead. I mean, it's about.
It's a bias. It's kind of like saying it's a bias group.
Okay, so Red, welcome to the Republican Party. We're expecting your vote.
Hey, Red, man. Hey, look. I don't want to keep you too long because I know you got family. I know you got, things to do. First and foremost, I definitely, the brothers in arms. I want to appreciate. I want to say thank you for your service. You already know. I retired. Ricky retired, and we know how hard it is to be enslaved to the United States Army. Okay.
Hey, I'm sort of retired.
Yeah, you're retired to turn around.
I dated a lot of people in the military, so technically I'm retired too.
Rick, the knife arm is coming. The knife hand's coming out, Rick. The knife hand's coming out.
Do it.
All right, you turn around and be quiet while we talking in the vets. What's wrong with you? Anyways, Red, I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate I appreciate all your input, right? But I want you to leave off this. Like I said, I don't want to take your time. Together we aspire, together we achieve. I want you to take off on that. I support you, brother, 100% what you do. And I support the fact that you're able to come on this chat and you're able to get off your emotions and talk, and we having an open forum. That is the biggest thing. And I think that will make our community a better community. And I'm not saying that dumbass slogan, make America great again. It's going to make our public, our community tighter again. All right. That's all I'm going to say. But I appreciate you, Ray.
No, okay.
I mean, this is
Okay,
the
thank you
point.
very much for the word.
Take care, brother. Have a good night. Thank you so much,
Bye,
guys. Right?
Nestor.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night. So, and that was Red right there. I mean, this is what I'm thinking. You know, I don't think that when we are looking at history, you know, we like to be very precise. You know, when we're talking about, and then I'm going to talk about the slave trade. Okay, we like to talk about the slave trades since the 1940.
Right.
I'm sorry, since the people from Spain have slaves, okay? But we don't like to talk about the Portuguese wars, where black Africans from the Congo sold slaves to people. So,
I mean, we ain't gonna talk about that, Rick. Why not? Why we gonna talk about that?
Listen, I mean, we like to talk about this slavery, but we just wanna make sure that we started from the United States. We don't talk about the other 500 years where people from Africans sold Africans to support these wars. So right. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, hold up. I think I hear where you're coming from, and I appreciate your frustration. Today must be Frustration Wednesday.
Yeah, man. I saw that lady, man.
But I want to know. All right. So you tell me, right? Why should we focus on Africa, right? If we're not currently in Africa.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you the reason why we should focus on because it's gonna come down, probably not in our lifetime, but it's gonna come down to reparations. Okay, it's gonna come down to reparations. It's the whole thing is some money machine. You know, call it whatever you want it. Black Lives Matter is doing it right now. Act Blue is doing it right now, sending billions of dollars to Bernie Sanders and this buffoon that we have right here behind us on the screen. Let me tell you why it's not about why I think is we should go back to Africa. Okay, it's because they started the whole thing, you know. And then if we're gonna come to a point where we're gonna talk about reparations, yeah, I do believe that the United States should pay for what they did, but also I think that Africa should also pay for what they did, you know, for many more years than the years that they spent in America.
So United States should pay for what they did to Afghanistan, to Iraq, and all that stuff.
They don't took slaves over there.
No.
You know they ain't take slaves, but we went ahead and we bombs over Baghdad. We destroyed the infrastructure.
Oh, are we doing it right now? Do you know how much money we're sending these people every year? How much money they get in tax breaks for fuel, fossils, and and trade? It's crazy. If you send an apple to Puerto Rico right now, Puerto Rico will pay more taxes on the apple than if you send it to the Middle East.
So what I'm asking is all the wars. So you got Japan. We're still paying for that, right?
They get.
No, why would we pay for Japan? Japan started it.
First of all, hold up. Dang, didn't you know? We definitely put an embargo on Japan because Japan was trading with our enemies.
That's right.
And Japan said, release the embargo because we cannot feed our people. Right?
Oh, that is not true. Hold on. They could very well feed their people. They were making the embargo did not stop them at all.
But
and if you think so, then you're very wrong on that.
Hold up. An embargo.
I mean, they basically took over China before they came at the United States of America.
But isn't an embargo the first strike on a nation? If I say you can't
the embargo did not stop their flow.
I'm gonna wait. All right, so how about this? When you go to work, Lisa, I'm gonna stand out your door and I'm gonna say you can't come out your house. And if you do come out your house, the
embargo did not stop their flow.
Okay. But that was the first form of aggression. So you can't say Japan.
That was not, no.
Okay.
Japan already had designs on capturing the Pacific.
That's next week.
We were in their way
next week
by being in Hawaii.
Miss Historian, you do your research, and I want you to present that
as well
next
as other
week,
islands.
I want you to present that next week on Dang Didn't You Know? Because guess what? I don't know. I'm ignorant.
Hey guys, you heard it. So the next thing I want to present to you guys right here is how Biden is navigating his front runner status. Let's listen to this guy.
Hold on. Before you do that.
Yes.
No offense. Can we talk about the 6 people that were killed, the 6 children that were killed in Chicago?
Oh man, you don't want to hear about that.
No, I knew about it.
Go ahead.
And
the mic is yours.
I mean, we kind of skimmed over this, and I remember is it Underwater, or is he in the chat today?
Heavy Water.
Heavy Water.
No, I don't see him. I don't see him in the chat today.
So Heavy Water usually talks about, the first thing he brought up to me was like Diesel. Let's talk about the black on black stuff. And I said, I really didn't want to touch. I really didn't want to touch on this.
Chicken.
Let me give you a refresher real quick. So you can go after this. That's okay. All right, guys. So over this week, guys, 14 people were shot, killed in Chicago. 5 of them were kids.
Right now, by our count, 70 shot over the weekend, 10 of them killed, including 4 children, the youngest a 3-year-old boy, and now...
Did he say 70? No, he said 70. Let's listen to this one more time, guys.
Right now, by our count, 70 shot over the weekend, 10 of them killed, including 4 children, the youngest a 3-year-old boy. And now faith leaders are offering close to $10,000 to find his killer.
Wow.
According to police, that little boy, Mecky James, had just gotten a haircut with his stepdad when police say a vehicle pulled up next to them in traffic on the west side, and someone started shooting from inside that vehicle. 3-year-old James died an hour later. Not far away, 13-year-old Amaria Jones was watching TV when a stray bullet flew inside, hitting her in the neck, and that proved to be fatal as well. And in the South Shore neighborhood, police say 2 teenage boys asked mom for the okay to go down the block and buy some candy, but they never made it home. Now, police sharing this surveillance video of who they believe killed those 2 boys in the 7900 block of South Luella, the person on camera visibly limping. Police say all of these children were killed senselessly.
These kids are not criminals. They're not gang members. They have nothing to do with the ongoing disputes out there, and they just get gunned down for no reason at all.
And these individuals that discharging these weapons don't have a clue of what they're sending these families through.
And these lawyers, man.
All right, so we got to be due diligent. All right, we can't report fake shit. We can't report, All right, there's one guy. They showed one guy, but they also said it was 70 shootings. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So we all know that one guy didn't commit 70 shootings, unless this man is the Punisher
Deadpool.
or Deadpool. We all know he didn't probably commit all those damn shootings, right?
Right.
We don't know if it was just a black person, black on black, whatever. But what we do know, that he is a suspect of committing one of those 70 shootings, maybe multiple, right? Is this a prime example of using the system that we are in to get away with crime? You see his mask is on, whatever I talked about this earlier about people looting, taking advantage of the economy system that we're in and going off and looting because they know people are scared. And I'm not looking at it as a black on black thing. I'm looking at it as the weak, the weak being, weak out there, and those, we're being vulnerable, and they're attacking our vulnerability. How many shootings has happened in Chicago? A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
They called it. It's been a lot to a point where they called it Chirac. Iraq is a place where people have lost their lives. A lot of my, I don't say a lot, but people I've known have lost their lives in Iraq. And it's the youth. We're killing ourselves out because of the chase of money. All of these robberies, all of these stuff, when you really look at it, it's money driven.
So can I say something? It's very provocative, and it's something that I've sort of been researching for a little over a year. I've never said it out loud because it is that provocative. And if I say it, you can't be mad at me.
Don't get in trouble. Don't lose your job.
No, it's not provocative like in a sexual nature.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not. Okay, so do you think that maybe the population in the urban areas, because remember my whole thing about
go ahead, Lisa,
phasing black people out.
Say it.
So do you think that it could be just a situation of where they are not progressing mentally, genetically, whatever, that because of the situation that they have been pushed into, they are now regressing, and so their behavior is becoming more that of savage-like behavior?
They're destined to kill each other. That's exactly how I feel.
So
until I was shown the light at the end of the tunnel, which was I'm not a spokesman for the military, but the light at the end of the tunnel, hey, you join the military, you can do this, you can progress your life, you can make it out to wherever circumstance you were. They only see what they can see. So once we see this study in a lot of people who've been sent to the SHU, which is a special housing unit. When you're in the prison, when you do heinous crimes in the prison, you get into fights, you stab people, you go into segregation. When they stay there for a certain amount of time, their mind starts to regress and they start to become more savage. It's the same thing of people in Chicago or these densely populated cities where they don't see anything coming out of their little square blockage. That's when they start the gangs. They start to, you know what? I'm 1, 2, 3 street gang, and then I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 street gang, and so they're trying to see a way out, but they can't because nobody's educated there. The OGs, right? They don't know better. So the OGs is telling them to do the stupid stuff they're doing.
Hey, have you seen that series American Hero?
No, I haven't.
It's these football players. You need to watch it. I'm gonna send it to you guys in a second. So my point here, guys, is I want to tell you, man, that it's sickening. It's sickening that we get to sit down here and talk about young girl like this being killed.
Ricky, let me ask you a question.
What?
How many people are killed in Puerto Rico?
I can tell you right now, but they are in the same boat, bro.
And I want to say this. I said that to say this. It's not just a black thing. This is literally a poverty thing. When they say black on black crime, it's poverty. Yes, there's people in rich communities dying, but we don't really hear about them dying with a gun. We hear them dying because they putting stuff that white girl in their nose.
7 people. 7 people in Puerto Rico.
What, in all in this year?
No, this month.
You said 7
people, 7 this month. Chicago, they got 70 shootings in 1 week.
Yeah, we got 70. Yeah. Hey, and where are we getting the guns from? Half of these people don't got the background check that's cleared.
So where they get them from?
Well,
you make an excellent point right there. You're making an excellent point.
Criminals don't follow the law.
Yeah.
by
Okay.
definition.
So
So,
every time the Democratic Party saying, hey, we're gonna put more restrictions on guns owners, they're talking about me and you and you and you over there at Washington, because we're gonna follow the rules. You know, we're gonna get an attorney, we're gonna get the license, we're gonna get the CCW, but the criminals, they're just gonna get in from Mexico, cartel, they're gonna get through contraband. And guess what? There's millions of guns. There's millions of guns just flying through the borders right now. That's why we need to. That's why we need to get stronger border security, man. But I send the fact check to Rhett, so he has it.
Because really look at this, Lisa. We don't call it guns. You know what I'm saying?
The person
Ricky, I don't
on
know if he
camera
calls it guns still, but I still call mine a weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've been trained with multiple weapons, small arms, heavy weapons, grenade launchers, grenades, all that stuff, right? I don't even have a weapon. I still don't have a weapon. I could go get me a weapon. I'm certified. I'm doing all that stuff. I could get me a weapon. But you got these guys that be holding a pistol like this. I tried it on the range to hold a pistol this way to see if I'm accurate. You're not accurate.
But about what I was talking about, regression, I think that because they have been forced and pushed into these very specific urban areas exclusively for them, it's kind of, they're going to go revert. There's nothing else to do but to fight. Primitive people, that's what they do. They fight. They're hunters, they're gatherers. That's what primitive people do. And that's what they're doing, right? They're hunting, they're gathering, and they're fighting.
You're right.
So I hate to say it, but they're phasing Black people out.
Yeah, where's Black Lives Matter right now? Are they putting millions of dollars? Are they gonna get the George Floyd funeral just like Are they gonna get the horses and maybe they get ponies. The kids should get ponies. Are they gonna do that? No,
okay,
because they don't care.
No, the rich Sean King, the millionaire white guy Sean King, is not gonna do anything for any of those kids.
Okay, guys.
They don't care. They don't care.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Before we get too upset, because we all have children.
Yeah, we have children, man. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, we know how it is,
and you know what, Diesel, right now, you have kids, so the love for your kids is growing to let's say level 10, okay, right. And you don't know, because you're gonna love them for 20 plus years, as babies, but then once you have grandkids, man, that love goes to 1,000, and then you cannot imagine how it can get so big. It's because you already learned how to love kids to this level. So when there's more kids in that gap, your love just keeps growing and growing and growing. Lisa, same for you. As soon as your boy give you the grandkids,
Oh, now.
Hold it, huh?
Slow it down.
Okay. Let's go.
I'm not there yet. My child is barely a teenager.
So let's go to CNN while they're talking about Biden.
He was speaking to a group of what we understand was Hispanic and Asian voters in Iowa yesterday. So let's listen to this.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Okay, I'm going to repeat that again. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of chance for you guys to, viewer.
I think it was 10 months ago.
By the way, welcome to the Republican Party, all you guys.
He said when he was speaking to a group of what we understand was Hispanic and Asian voters in Iowa yesterday. So let's listen to this.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Only this white racist dude can say something like that. You don't see Trump saying things like this. No. But
messed up, bro.
But I'm gonna let you guys make your own decision. We got about 20 minutes. We're gonna be we got some more things we talk about, guys. How you guys feel about that? You want?
Yeah. It is Wednesday, Diesel.
Oh, so, hey, in case y'all didn't know, man, there's a lot of things I don't know out here. So what I do, I go to my local encyclopedia, and her name is Lisa Escobedo, and it's time for dang. Didn't you know?
Dang, you dumb, baby.
Hell dumb.
Damn, let's go.
Okay, so because the past couple of times it was always something that was dedicated to Black folks with their misconceptions on things. This time I decided to dedicate it to a specific group of white folks. I don't know if any of y'all are listening, but this is for the neo-Nazis of America. So the neo-Nazis of America, they follow what they believe to be was Hitler's point of view on life, I guess. But Hitler himself was dumb. He promoted the Aryan nation. What is the Aryan nation? Well, he told the whole country of Germany that the Aryan nation, or Aryans, were native Germans, the Germanic people. And that is not true. Aryans are the primitive people of Persia, or modern day Iran. So, neo-Nazis, you are out there promoting and supporting the thing that you hate the most: brown foreigners. Why? Dang, y'all dumb. Yes, Aryans are Persians.
That's exactly what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Aryans are Persians. I didn't know that.
So the whole shit got so fucked up.
Well, I'll tell you how it got fucked up. So there was some sort of Indian guy, a person from India, that wrote some sort of book about history that had to do with Persia. And he misinterpreted some sort of text and said that Aryans were white, very, very white people with blonde hair that traveled all over the world and multiplied and basically birthed the world. But he didn't translate it right. He didn't understand what he was reading, basically. So, which makes it even worse, because that means Hitler got his bad information from from another brown person, mind you, another brown person. But Hitler took that information and said, instead of, the white people came from Persia, he said, oh, no, they're Germany. He totally made that part up. And that was intentional. That part he made up. So the neo-Nazis are following a fake history, like completely, totally made up history. Like, you stand for nothing. What you stand for is not real in any form or fashion.
So these guys back here,
neo-Nazis, dang, y'all dumb.
And you're dumb. So these are the neo-Nazis, how they should look, yeah?
Yes, that is how they should look. That's how neo-Nazis should work. And you know what? In neo-Nazis of America, if this new information disturbs you, which I'm sure it does, you can go ahead and disband. Maybe you'll have better luck with the KKK. Due to racism being so low in America, the KKK membership numbers are low, and they could use some new recruits.
I know that the LGBTQ organization is recruiting people, so they can definitely go there. That's for
Yes.
Hey, you can always go to shop or chess, which is over. So
right. So Aryans are Persians.
Diesel, you sent me this video earlier today, man, and I want to give you some prop, man. I listened to this right here. You want to play it today?
Let's get it, baby.
Okay.
Hey, first of all,
Alert.
that was another episode of Dang Y'all Dumb. We'll be here another Wednesday. Don't forget to tune in. Wednesday, every Wednesday. Dang Y'all Dumb.
Thank you. It's a very good part of the show. I love it. You know.
Alert as follows, comrades. This is an early alert of supposed activity this weekend on the 4th of July that would cause harm to our people on a very large scale. The Huey P. Newton Gun Club has received intel from two credible sources that multiple white nationalist groups / militias are planning a nationwide attack on all of our people over the 4th of July weekend. The sources could not confirm the motives of the nationalists, but they might be tied to the events that have recently happened with the taking down of Confederate symbols across the United States and the retaliation against police brutality across the United States as well. We as a preparedness group should take this threat very seriously for two reasons. One, for the events that have sparked the epicenter in Minnesota with the murder of George Floyd, and the sudden spike of Klan recruitment in the southern states the past 3 months. Please do not take this threat lightly. Okay? Over the past couple of months, there has definitely been a spike in recruitment in this area. It is my job to pay attention to these things, and I have. There's also been an uptick in rhetoric online, threats from these different militia groups. And again, this is not a training exercise. This is real. The threat is real this weekend. Take precautions. When you're out and about with your families, you should avoid large crowds of people, which shouldn't be hard because we're still on coronavirus protocol. So staying away from large crowds should be easy. Most of the fireworks events and so forth, I believe, have been canceled. If not, you may want to consider staying away from those things. And I know, like myself, we're not celebrating the 4th of July, but I know people and their children like to see fireworks and may want to go out anyway. I would advise you not to do it while you're out. Be on the lookout for anyone that looks suspicious. Yeah, a white person wearing a coat or anything that doesn't look appropriate for the weather, because they might be carrying a firearm up under that jacket or whatever. Also, any packages or anything like that that might be sitting around with no one attending it. Just like they announce in the airports, if you see a package, no one around it, get away from it. Avoid being near trash cans, trash bins, things like that, because these white nationalists and white supremacists have been known to put bombs inside those things with nails in them and things like that. So the bottom line is protect your family at all times. Be on the lookout. We all should be on a heightened state of awareness anyway with everything that's going on around the country right now. But this weekend, you need to be on an extra high state of alert. This threat is real. This is not some conspiracy theory or anything like that. This information comes from credible sources down through the Huey P. Newton Gun Club. And it is important that you take whatever steps you deem necessary to protect yourselves and your families. If you have any questions, feel free to inbox me. This weekend, I will be available. I will be in town. I was planning on going out of town, but I will not. I will be in town the entire weekend. We are on a high state of alert. Again, everybody to be safe out there. And again, take this threat very seriously.
Okay, that sounds very alarming. It's one of those things.
Well, look, guys. I don't want you guys to live in fear. But I want you to be informed. It's not necessarily. You don't want to go around and the issue is right? I remember fighting the war on terrorism, right? The war on terrorism didn't have a face, didn't have a race, didn't have a creed. Okay, it was pure evil, right? So if you go ahead and start to say, well, white people, and you just start to identify a white person, what if it's a black person? What if it's a black person? So it's just being safe, being cognizant of your surroundings, and that should be at all times. But you're not living in fear. You're just being cognizant of your surroundings. Okay. That guy, I want to give him props. He was wearing Colonel. Apparently, he's high ranking. He's a high ranking official here. He's a full bird colonel. But I want to say, guys, look, just be informed, man. Just be safe out there. Don't do stupid things. If you feel the hair rising on your back of your neck, it's because something's about to happen, and you need to leave that situation.
That's right.
Plain and
Spidey sense.
Complacency kills. Do not be complacent. That's all I gotta say.
That's crazy.
Lisa?
Go ahead. Hey, I got some for you, Lisa. I know we cannot go one more day without showing your favorite twins, the conservative twins.
Oh yeah.
The job. Well, the job that she was elected to do. It only took you 3 weeks. Yeah, when them fools showed up at your house, you figured, man, I gotta do something about this. Yeah, y'all supposed to. This is supposed to be America. This is supposed to be a civilized society. You got a mayor, you got a governor of state, and they didn't do nothing. Yeah, let people just set up their own little cities. Created their own little city. Who do y'all think y'all are? Christopher Columbus? Bunch of damn anarchists. Yeah. I mean, that was cool in 1492. Yeah. Christopher got here, he was like, all right, I found this place, this is my place now. I'm gonna make it my own. It was nothing but forest and stuff around, right? Yeah. Trees, he saw the natives. Yeah. It was real easy to take care of them. Yeah, they had the boomsticks. Yeah, they had them sticks that boom! Right? But that was evil, right? Yeah, it was evil. Don't y'all think it's evil what y'all doing? I mean, this place, it already got streets named, got a mayor. Yeah. What's the difference what y'all did and what Christopher Columbus did? Y'all don't like what he did, right? Yeah. Why y'all practicing the same things Christopher Columbus did? Y'all supposed to be progressive. Y'all doing the same thing they did. Yeah, what makes what y'all did any better than what Christopher Columbus did? Yeah, they had their own police force. How did that election go down? I bet the guy showed up and said, hey, I'm the only one with a rifle. I'm the police chief. Is that how it went? No democracy, man. And what's up with these walls y'all building? I thought y'all hated walls. See, walls don't work when Democrats build them because you know why? They're too low. Too small, man. Y'all don't know how to build no walls. Y'all need to build a nice 40-foot high Trump wall. Yeah. You get nice high wall. Y'all's wall look like y'all hired some second-rate some illegal immigrants to build a wall. You need to get some good, strong American contractors. Hey, I thought y'all believe in Black Lives Matter. Y'all got black people dying left and right. Yeah, two people. Black people have died in this area. Y'all got Black Lives Matter painted everywhere. Once y'all practice what y'all preach, I mean, y'all's per capita, black people, man, y'all beat Chicago. That's amazing. This is why we study history. Y'all hate Christopher Columbus, but you're gonna practice what Christopher Columbus did. Yeah. Y'all say Black Lives Matter, but black people are dying left and right. Yeah. Y'all say y'all hate walls, but the first thing y'all build is a wall. Yeah. And y'all's little city y'all building, man. This is the definition of hypocrisy. y'all building like little houses out of tents. I mean, this place looks like a shithole to me. It looks like Somalia, man. Yeah, it looks like a third world country. This is America. Yeah. If you want to make things better, make them better. But you don't supposed to take over things and make things worse for everybody. Y'all supposed to be progressive.
All right, guys. I'm gonna put the link to the video, so you guys, if you guys like to see it, you guys can watch the video after our video, please. But yeah, man. The Shaz Chop, man. Today they just went into the mayor of Seattle and the chief of police. They went into it, and then there's no more Shaz Chop. So that's the story now. So we can be.
Did you see what happened in New York?
I know what happened in New York.
Apparently all the police officers just marched out.
Oh,
they
good.
They were mocking the police officers and saying nah.
Are you serious?
Goodbye. That's what they were saying.
When that happened?
That's now. Wait until 24 hours of a crime spree. Then they're gonna be like, "Where's the police?
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Batman? Batman Begins, when the whole Gotham, when they raised up the Gotham thing and the whole Gotham went crazy, and Batman had to get back in there to restore order. The people thought they knew what they wanted,
right?
But until that happened, until they got what they wanted, no. Even the other Batman, the last Batman, I think it was the Batman, the Night Rises or whatever, Dark Knight Rises. It was the same thing. They wanted to be left alone, or Bane convinced them to be left alone. They say, let Gotham deal with Gotham. And, the Gotham Knights was like, you know what? That's you know what I'm saying? I'm a criminal too. Yeah, let me do that. Until they started killing people off. And they were like, hold up, bro. I don't know about this here. I'm getting tried for all this stuff. Like, I don't like this. And it's happening. I don't support corrupt police officers.
Yeah.
Who would?
Not corrupt. I'm just letting you know. Some people do. Some people like the corrupt stuff. I don't support corrupt officers, but I do support officers. They lay their life down. They have families. They want to restore order. They want to give us the freedom to move and maneuver. Those people who put 12-hour shifts, sometimes double shifts, because somebody called in sick, and they want to make sure our little children, those six children that died, they want to make sure they're safe. Those are the people I support, and I will always support them. So don't make rash decisions and say get rid of the police force. Get rid of corrupt police officers.
Right.
And would you agree that the majority of law enforcement is not corrupt?
Absolutely, I would agree with that. They take up a creed. They take up an oath to protect. You can fake a lot of things. Some people, like my wife is saying, some people grow up and want to be police officers.
Right.
I never wanted to be a police officer. I'm gonna let you know right now. Never wanted to be one. Okay. I did it to diversify my resume. But when I saw what did I see? I saw corrupt police officers, and I saw police officers who gave a damn. And those people who give a damn, they make your job run a lot smoother. They make your shift a lot smoother. They make your life a lot smoother. Support the real police officers.
Yep. So, I think we're done with that for today. What are we thinking?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep. How about you, Diesel? Good. Anyway, guys,
tired of being orange and purple.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that today. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I mean, you guys been supporting the channel. All you guys with everything that you guys do for us. Don't forget that Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, same time, guys. We're gonna be here talking about what matters to us. Okay, not just me, Diesel, and Lisa, but what matters to you. So bring your facts. Bring your call the channel. Let's open the discussion, and then share the channel with other people so more people can get involved, man. Because this is you guys are not gonna get this type of interaction with social media news in a daily basis. We're trying to break the Facebook, monologue where you just like put a like and just keep scrolling. And then it's not about likes. It's not about subscribers. It's about talking about things that matter to us, with people, real people. So
it's about being raw, son.
Yeah.
Being raw.
Yeah. That's like a lot of twins. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing.
You knew exactly where my mind went.
Oh, Jesus. Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.